we should be good to go. Either that or I'll probably just have to record it again. But welcome everybody to the September State of the Union address for Pixel Party. Not really sure where to start, but it's been a good month. It's been a good month. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. A lot of change, couple changes to how the rankings are, or sorry, how the champs is going to go. The format is still very much the same. There's going to be three stages. The top eight. This is what the top eight currently look like. Will get a bye from round one. The remaining 9 through 24 seeds will be going against each other in round one, best of five. And the winners of each of those will go on to round two, which is a quadruple group stage match. You know, for four groups. I could have just said that, but I decided to make things harder on myself. Trust me, you have to understand. I'm just so good at this. Followed by a winners bracket, losers bracket format, where the winners of each group will advance to the final bracket, and the winners of each group will get the winners bracket advantage, and the runner-ups would get the losers bracket advantage. So on, so on. This is what the playoff system looks like currently. We have Dopa, Hacking, Addison, GVAB, Maple, Stygian. This is all basically the same except for the September top three, where I managed to sneak in a spot by getting first place in the September top three. You'll notice, however, no other light greens. That is because literally nobody qualified in hyper mode in the September top three. Me and Raywad got top two in hyper mode. And I got first place in normal mode going against Addison. So overall, not really too much of an eventful September, except for me, who did like that. That's basically one of my two big goals for this year was to secure a spot in both normal and hyper champs. Granted, I currently am the number one rankings player, so I was probably guaranteed a spot anyways. But I don't know. I just wanted the actual. I wanted to know that I was there, even if I was guaranteed a spot, basically, otherwise. But there's a lot of stuff to go still. You have the December top three, you have the August 1v1, and the qualifier tournament. Recently added as well, there is one more tournament where a spot will be locked in, and that is this right here, normal ranked. Sometime between November and December, there will be one more ranked tournament. Where and it's also the kind of tournament you'll notice down. I'll scroll down here for a second. This is what all of the qualification methods are. This has been slightly expanded and changed. There's a couple of categories. Why did I include that twice? I'm so great at this. You have to understand. All right, honestly, that doesn't even look that much better, but whatever. So you have 2024 champs. I'll try and can I get the scroll just right? Probably not. I should just quit while I'm ahead. Uh, and then you have all these tournaments. Any tournament that's in italic has already been completed. It's already set. Um, Tournament wise, there are not that many left. You have the December top three, the August 1v1, qualifier, and excuse me, goodness me, and one spot that is reserved for a ranked. Other than that, it's like what? That's like what, three or four tournaments left where uh, you know, the qualification methods go through tournaments and not all this other stuff down here. And everything you see that's underlined is not tournament related. Like there's a spot reserved for the highest ratings, the highest rankings. There is a spot reserved exclusively for hyper mode. Um, where in order to get a hyper spot, you need to, have a really good normal ratings spot. It's not rankings, is it? Let me double check. Ratings, yeah. And then there's the fact that there's only one person that qualified from September means there's going to be more of these blue spots. In fact, there are currently four rankings spots open in normal mode. This is who would qualify if the year ended today. And there are five hyper mode rating or qualification spots. This is who would qualify from there. What do I talk about next? A couple tournaments are going on right now. You have a 2v2 going on. Not the ranked 2v2, but that one, the ranked 2v2 is actually making some decent progress. Uh, Currently we have Uninke and Bacon going against Sylveon and Harrow, who just got done shocking the world and beating Kai and Maple. Uh, who randomly got paired together after both of their previous members dropped out and got replaced by those two. The winner of that match goes on to face Owen and Raywad, and then the winner of that faces me and Addison, where unfortunately I am still not locked for a top 8 spot. I know it's insulting too because this is this is how close I need to get. I need to get 661 points. Now, the way that that works is I basically either need to place second in a solo or first in a duo. If I do either of those two things at any point for the rest of the year, then I guarantee myself a top 8 spot. Because now I am also qualified for both normal and hyper, no matter what. How my main rival right now is going to be Owen, who is doing exceptionally well in several tournaments. He is minimum third place in the ranked 2v2 and minimum fourth place, probably, in the August 1v1 tournament. A lot of his teammates have, a lot of his opponents have been, how do I say this nicely? Uh, maybe they've been batting a little over where they probably were expected to get, or the opponents that he's going against left the server and in round 4 and literally just I don't know. I mean, granted, I think I got a small break with Are You Hacking, who did lose to Oof in round 3 of the hyper bracket. I'm not saying that Oof obviously is like an easy opponent, but when I look at the two matches, I'm like, I would rather go against Oof, but Oof is no gimme. I've lost a fair amount of times to him. So we'll see how that goes. I basically need to win that and the round after that, which is probably going to be Owen. And if I do that, then I will guarantee myself second place and lock a spot for the top 8. Owen is doing exceptionally well for himself, so I mean, granted, if you ask me, am I going to get the number 1 seed after all is said and done? Probably not. There are 4 people, really 3, because I don't think Dopa's going to be participating. But there are 3 who are going to, like, genuinely challenge me for it. You got Raywad. I think he's, like, number in the top 15 of rankings. Uh, and then you have, Owen, who's right there with me. And he's in the 600s right now, too. He's in the 600s. So it's getting there. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. Also something that I wanted to mention because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but Dopa. There are probably a few people that are going to not be participating in this tournament, the 2025 champs. And that is what this is for. I am going to, in fact, I might just start doing that now. Give me 1 second. I have an idea. All right. So I went ahead and filled that out. So if the year ended today, this would be the list of people who are qualified. Well, they're not qualified, but if these 4 slots all hold, and some people decided to drop out, this is who, based on order, who would be able to fill in those slots. Yeah, that's basically it. I can't think of anything else that I'm trying to say. If I can at least between the August 1v1 and 2v2 ranked, if I can at least get first place or second place, if I can at least win the hyper bracket for the August 1v1 or at least win ranked 2v2, then if either one of those two things fall through, then I am guaranteed a top 8 bye from round 1. So and you know what, it's also possible that that may already be done because I from the beginning have been operating under the assumption that Dopa is coming back for champs. I have from the beginning of the year, not even one time have I considered, will Dopa return? Because I think he will. Um, so yeah, I'm not guaranteed top 8, but this is kind of how things are going. Um, Hopefully I'll be able to get top 8. That's really all I got for now. The September State of the Union address, or I guess maybe the October. I don't know. I'll have to check my what do you call it? My previous uploaded video. Anyways, I am going to dip. Bye.